Hey guys, welcome to another installation of mobile mouse tips and tricks instructional tutorials for Microsoft Word. This little video is basically all about how to easily navigate through your Word documents. Now most people seem to believe that it's just a case of scrolling your mouse wheel up and down to roll through the pages. Well, there is a bit more than that. So we'll start off with the go-to option. So to get there, we can either press F5 on the keyboard or we can press Control G. Now the first option being where it says go to what and it says page, you could obviously type a specific page number and jump to that page within the document. Also, if you've got sections in the document, you could choose the option of section. So I want to go to section 1, go to, or section 2, go to. But to be a bit smarter on this, let's say we went section and we went S2P3, hitting go to, it'll basically tell you section 2, page 3. Conversely, if I was here and went S1P2 and hit go to, it would take you to page 2 of section 1. Right, so you could specify line numbers in the document. If there is bookmarks, you can navigate through bookmarks in the document. Scroll through comments through particular reviewers if there are multiple reviewers. Footnotes, so if I went footnote and hit next, basically you notice how by going next, 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 it will cycle us through the various footnotes in the document. You could also jump to a specific footnote number as an example. Right, so the same would be the case for endnotes. Fields, you could use this to navigate through specific types of fields within the document, address blocks, ask fields, any type of field that Word is able to recognize. Of course, you could also just next, 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 or previous to cycle through. Tables, if I went here and I chose previous, notice it takes me to the previous table in the document, previous yet again, next again, and I can cycle through tables that way. And of course, you can also specify specific tables to navigate to. The same would be for graphics. You could cycle through your graphics in the document, or you could specify a specific graphic number and that would take you to that graphic within the document. Right, so equations, again, you could specify the equation number or you could cycle through backwards, previous or next if there are any equations in the document. Objects would be things like embedded PDF documents, embedded other types of documents, and so on and so on and so forth. Here are some examples. Headings, so for example here you could navigate through your headings within the document. So this is basically all your heading 1, 2s, 3s, all the way up through to heading 9s. And of course you could specify a specific heading number to navigate through to. So that's navigating through the go-to box. Remember that was Control G or F5. Now another potentially useful option here is to navigate up to the View tab and to enable something known as the Navigation Pane. Right, so turning that off just briefly, if we went Control F, right, you could navigate through pages, right? So you could click through to different specific pages where you get a graphical thumbnail view, or choosing headings, which is virtually the same as going View and enabling the Navigation Pane. Right, so now to point out when you've got headings within the document, anything formatted with heading 1, 2, or 3 appears as an option in the Navigation Pane. Now you can use this to easily reorder content in your Word documents by simply dragging and dropping and rearranging content that way. But let's say here you notice how it's only applying heading 1, 2, and 3. If you head up to 9 heading levels, heading 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 applied, you would see them listed over here. Now let's say there is a certain style, such as you might have appendice titles in the document, and you'll notice because it's a custom style, it doesn't show up in the Navigation Pane. So I'd like to show you how you can actually make a specific style or format appear in your Navigation Pane. So I'll just point out further down here in this document, we happen to have an Appendix 1 and an Appendix 2, and we'd like those titles over here to appear in the Navigation Pane. So setting it up is actually quite simple. So if you were to right-click the style in question and choose Modify, under Format, under Paragraph, you notice the outline level. Now if I was to set the body text option to level 1 and hit OK, you'll notice how that appears at level 1, the same as the heading ones. If I was to modify the style again and go Format, Paragraph, and set the outline level to, let's say, level 3 and hit OK and OK, basically you'll notice how those appendix titles appear at the 3rd level in the Navigation Pane. Right, so guys, hopefully that made sense. Got some quick little tips there. Just flew through that. And yeah, look forward to hearing from you guys sometime in the future. And please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for your time.